I'm so excited to do this video for you all today, purely because this is a topic or a thing that I guess I've always really wanted to try out, and I just haven't either had the funds or just didn't want to risk spending my money on things that I wouldn't be able to necessarily send back and yada yada yada. What is all this tension? What is all this build up? Cassie, just tell me what the products is. It's too hard to read the title of the video. Sorry. I was so kindly and so generously sent these products from the Pony by Memebox, or Times Memebox. Basically, Memebox, if you haven't heard of it, I really only know of it because of Jen from Jen Loves Reviews here on YouTube. My friend Jen, hey Jen! She does, you know, lots of beauty unboxing type things, and I know Memebox is one of the beauty boxes that she works with or has worked with. So when they contacted me asking if I wanted to try some Korean beauty products, I was like, yes! Because like I said, I've always wanted to. I just have always been so nervous because, you know, it's not readily swatchable here in the States, and I just return policies, and I just never did. I didn't really want to pay, because with a lot of Korean and just foreign beauty products in general, you're paying for that bit of novelty that comes along with it. Are the products necessarily worth the price that you're paying, especially here in the States? Not really, but that extra bit of money that you're paying is for the novelty, you know? So you kind of have to go into it knowing that, you know, yeah, these products are a little overpriced, but you're paying for, like I said, that bit of novelty, that bit of je ne sais quoi. You know, if you're an enthusiast of foreign items or just whatever, you're paying for it a little bit. It's like that with anything. Cosmetics, clothes, cars, you know, I could go on. But, like I was saying, Memebox contacted me asking if I wanted to review some products from a new collection that they came out with, slash co-curated with, I guess you could say, a beauty vlogger slash whatever makeup artist. I don't know what her exact title is. She makes YouTube videos and she goes by the name Pony. I had never heard of her. I believe Memebox, in their email that they sent me, they said they like to liken her with like the Michelle Phan of Korea type of a thing. So if you just type her in, you'll find her here on YouTube. I watched a couple of her videos. She's very cute. She's got subtitles on most, if not all, of her videos because she speaks Korean. Apparently Pony has worked with Memebox 3 times now. This is the 3rd time, and they sent me one of the eyeshadow quads. There are 3 of them in this collection, and then also all 4 of the lipsticks. So I was very, very happy to receive these and to review them for you guys. I've been using them for about the past week here, so I do believe I've got a good feel of the products and how they perform. So, just going on to Memebox's website, onto the Pony Memebox whatever blah blah, you can see this is the Shine Easy Glam 3 Floral Collection. This was just a collection curated off of spring and flowers, and, you know, pretty typical for most beauty collections around this time of year. And you can buy boxes. So it looks like you'll get a quad, you'll get a lipstick, maybe a blush and eyeliner and mascara. That's what it looks like to me, and it's $38 for that. So at least you know what you're going to be getting, so that's kind of nice. Otherwise, you can totally buy things singularly. Looks like you'll get more bang for your buck if you buy the actual box at the discounted box price of $38. But the quads go for $18 a piece, and like I said, you can get the brown bloom, the pink bloom, or the orange bloom. They sent me the brown bloom, which I was excited about. I love me a good neutral. And then the 4 lipsticks that they came out with, 2 of them have a semi-matte finish, and then the other 2 are super duper glossy finishes. The latter finish are Orange Dahlia and Blooming Love, and then the ones with the former finish, the semi-matte finish, are Rose Garden and Spring Romance, and these lipsticks go for $12. There you go. And Memebox also told me in their email that it is free shipping for orders $30 and over. So that's exciting if you wanna try these out. I guess to start off here, the thing that I was immediately very excited about was definitely the packaging. I mean, stupid, because what am I gonna do with these boxes? I don't know, but I'm at the point where I can't throw them away quite yet because they're so darn pretty. It's got that kind of a semi-demi matte texture to it. It's just got a really cute floral pattern, a little bit of gold, a little bit of pony, and then everything is in Korean, so you know, I couldn't really tell you what everything says because I don't speak or read Korean, but the packaging really is beautiful on these. The lipsticks come in the same type of packaging, just the same semi-matte floral box. It's got pony and Memebox on there, and it just looks so nice. I just think these look and feel really quality. You know, like, I know that's kind of stupid, but like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of cosmetic junkies like me, we go for that. The box that the product comes in, it means a lot. Way more than it probably should. But anyways, like I said, this eyeshadow quad that I got is the eyeshadow quad number 1, Brown Bloom. The packaging is basically just, hello, there's my camera. It's basically just a really shiny gold case, and it's got like a holographic pony label there. This does attract fingerprints. I mean, what can you do? But on the back, it's just white, and it's got, again, some Korean. I'm assuming it tells you the product and whatnot there. So you open this up, and it does have a magnetic closure, so it feels fancy there. It is just plastic, but it's got a bit of weight to it, so it doesn't feel too cheap. And on the inside, you've just got a really big mirror on the top, and then the quad itself is right here. So you can see, like I said, I have been using these eyeshadows. See, I'll get you really close here. Up top here, we've got the color Glam Nude Beige, which is a really pretty, this is the least shimmery out of all of them, but all of these shadows are very shiny. But it's definitely a neutral beige kind of a color with a bit of shimmer in it. And then on this side, we've got the shade Glam Fair Brown, which, you know, this is not brown, you guys. This is like a gold champagne, but oh my gosh, the sparkle is insane on that. It is so pretty. And this shade is called Shine Brown, which again, not a brown. This is like an orange copper shade, but it's very pretty, very warm. It looks great on the eyes. And then on the bottom here, we've got Shine Midnight Brown, and this is kind of a olivey brown color. My camera cut me off. Anyways, showing the shadows, so there you go, there they are, all nice and swatched. They are quite beautiful. And then on the back of the hand here, lovely. Am I right? Am I right? Like I said, these are really shiny, so if you don't like glitter and shine, these are not gonna be for you. Is the camera even gonna be able to pick up the beauty? I mean, just that subtle sparkle. Oh, melt my heart. See it? Do you see it? Oh, I feel like the camera is never gonna do these justice. So this quad, it really is beautiful. I have it on my eyes here, and I'm definitely gonna insert some clips of me applying the shadows so you can kind of see how they work. They definitely work a lot better with a primer underneath them, like some sort of a paint pot or Maybelline Color Tattoo, some sort of a cream base. So if you're looking for like really heavily pigmented shadows, these are not gonna be for you. I mean, they look really pigmented when you do finger swatches, but when you do pick the color up with your brush, it's much sheerer of a payoff, if you get what I'm saying. But with a color tattoo or a primer underneath, it definitely helps to bring that pigment back to life rather than if you're just doing it on your bare lid. And it just creates a really nice, neutral, but still warm and poppy with all the glitter in there kind of a look for you. If you know anything about Korean makeup, it's kind of, the look that they go for is more of like a natural, glowy, baby face kind of a look. It's really beautiful. So, like I said before, is this quad worth $18? No, not at all. I would say it's probably worth about $10, but you are really paying that extra $8 for the novelty and just for having it easily convenient and whatnot for you. The feeling of the shadows, the butteriness of them, the creaminess of them is very comparable almost to the L'Oreal Infallible shadows that you get in the pot, the loose pigments or whatever, except in pressed form. So they are very buttery, they're very creamy, but just like with those, like said, with a finger swatch, really pigmented. When you use a brush, it definitely shears it out. So it's kind of nice because it does give you a couple ways to play with the shadows, but it's hard to use your fingers to do a whole eye look, especially if you're doing like liner and stuff like that with the shadows. But I would say it's definitely comparable there, so you can kind of get a sense of the price, what you may or may not pay if this were not an imported slash foreign beauty product, you know? And then moving on to the lipsticks. Y'all know I love me a good lipstick. So I was very excited when they said they were going to send me all 4 in the collection. I have got some clips of me swatching these on my lips. I also have kind of a couple of them on my lips today. I have the remnants of one of them on and then another one completely opaque on top of it. So like I said, it's just the same packaging as that eyeshadow quad came in, and then it's very similar, the lipstick tubes, to that eyeshadow quad in that it's just the white kind of chunky clunky packaging. It's got the pony name on there in like the holographic type writing, and it's just got the color on the bottom, and then it's also got the number on the back of these, so that helps make it a little more readable since all of the colors on the bottom are exactly the same. So this is not the color of the lipstick, the color of the sticker there. So that was a little confusing at first, but just so you know, you're not going to look at this to figure out which color each of these lipsticks is. It's gonna be whatever the color is written on the back. I guess I'll just go in order, number 1, 2, 3, 4 type of thing. So the number 1 and the number 2 are the semi-matte formulas. They're definitely not matte, like, by any stretch of the mean. Number 1 is Rose Garden, and this is just a really nice kind of a tomato red. Like said, these are a bit powdery feeling in the sense that they go on really, really smooth, but they're slick at the same time, but they don't have that extra super duper shine finish. You know what I'm saying? So application is really easy. It goes on great. And sorry, my nose is a little plugged still, so I can't tell you for sure about the smell on these, but they have a very, very, very light, barely detectable fragrance, kind of fruity, kind of a vanilla fruit even maybe, but it's very subtle, so you don't really have to worry about that if you're sensitive to scents on your lips. But this is a great color. With these lipsticks I can usually get, you know, maybe 2 or 3 hours of wear out of them. They're nothing outstanding with staying power, but I would liken these to like a Revlon lipstick or something. You know, just any drugstore lipstick, really. It's not going to last you all day or anything, but it is really nice. And then number 2 here, again, it's another one of those semi-matte finishes. This one is a really nice kind of a wine berry type of a color. Oh, it's so, so pretty. What's nice about these ones is that you can use these kind of as a stain too. It's a really kind of popular look in Korea to do it where you concentrate the color on the center of your lips and then just let it kind of ombre out, you know, kind of like a I've been sucking on a popsicle type of a thing. You can definitely use these for that. It's how I got the color that I'm sporting right now, is the remnants of this number 2 stain on my lips. Isn't it nice when you've got good transitions? On top of that stain, I've got number 3. This is in the shade Orange Dahlia. This one is, oh, and I am holding up the wrong lipstick. Not that you could probably tell because the number is so tiny on there, but here we go. Number 3, Orange Dahlia. This one is my favorite out of the bunch. It's just such a pretty color. It really reminds me of the Revlon Lip Butter Juicy Papaya. It's just that nice kind of a orangey mango color. Oh, and it's so pretty, especially layered over that stain color. I just think it looks great. And with these last 2 lipsticks, these are very slick. They feel like you're melting butter on your lips. They really do. If you've tried the L'Oreal, oh, what are they called? They're called like the Color Caress. I'll write it on the screen so you know what I'm talking about, but they come in the gold tube and whatnot. I've got a few of them and I really like them, but they're very much a sheerer newer type of a lipstick. They've got like a really high shine to them, and they don't last very long because they are so shiny and slippery. I mean, but you're still gonna get like a good 2 hours out of them, 3 hours if you're not eating or anything. So they're good in their own right. Having to pay $12 is like, you know, these are way overpriced. With the kind of price increase in drugstore makeup nowadays, I would say they're worth $8. But like I said, you're paying for novelty. La 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 la. And then the last one is number 4, and this is like a Barbie bubblegum pink. It really is. It's cute. It's really cute. It's not a color that I typically go for. It's definitely a neutral pink, so you don't have to worry about it being too much of a blue undertone. I know a lot of people worry about that, about making their teeth look yellow. This isn't gonna do it, but it's definitely a look. I like this formula. I like that it is something that you can sheer out, you can build up the pigment, but these are also ones, these two that are not the semi-matte, the two glossier ones, they do have a tendency to settle into your lip lines, so I would say they definitely are used best over another lipstick or like over a lip liner or something. And also just make sure you exfoliate and you don't have a ton of crusties on your lips or anything, because these will definitely accentuate them. Alright, I think that's it, you guys. I know this is kind of a little bit unusual of a video for me, but I mean, I don't accept offers for things to be sent to me very often. So this one, like I said, I was just really excited because I have always wanted to try out Korean beauty products. I just haven't personally been in the situation or spot to really invest my own money in them. So this was just great for me. Thank you so much for contacting me, Memebox. I really do love these products for what they are. Like I said, for any of you out there contemplating buying them, it's definitely gonna have to do with whether or not you're up for some novelty, maybe if you are a fan of this pony girl here on YouTube, and just if maybe you really like Korean makeup products. So it's a lot to kind of consider. I mean, if you're just a typical makeup fan, I don't think these are worth the extra money or anything for you, but if you're like me or any of those other things that I mentioned, I think these are great things to try out. I think it's great that it is free shipping over $30 instead of having to spend $50, especially since you can just like get that box, the $36 box, and you get a bunch of different stuff in there, so that's great too. I hope the review was helpful. I hope you guys, you know, maybe it introduced you to something new, maybe it helped you decide whether or not you want to buy something. As always, I just hope you enjoyed spending some time with me. So I hope you guys are all doing well, and until next time, just stay well until then. Bye!